Hello everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. I'm Susan from Tiara Lace Crochet, and today I'd love to share with you how to crochet this beautiful lace edging. I found this in a little stash of things I downloaded a while ago. It was off the Antique Pattern Library, but I have no idea what article, magazine, book it's actually from. The only thing I can tell you is this, Luan Fost, or however you'd say that. But the edging has a total of 8 rows. If you want to screenshot the pattern, here it is. I'll just quickly turn over, and this is the final 3 rows. I'm sorry it's rather crumpled. As many of you probably know, I do have little cats, and one of them decided to sit on my knee while this was on my knee, and it's all crumpled now, but no worries. Right, so I made a little sample just using a DK, a very fine DK or a 3-weight with a 3.5mm hook for the tutorial today. And here is a little sample I've made using a 20 thread with a 1.25 crochet hook. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. It would really look quite nice, I think, on the edge of a blanket. But the lovely thing I like about this design is when you see how these rows are constructed, you can take these ideas for any of these rows and pop them into your own design ideas. So, for instance, I've never worked this design before, but I really like that, and I quite like these little clusters and the little 3-chain picots here. Right, having said that, let's begin with our setup row, which is this foundation row. We don't actually have to do the setup row. In the pattern, it just tells you to make a length of chains. So what I would like is if any of you do have a go and look at the pattern and work from the pattern. I didn't get on very well with it really. Let me just find the sample that I made. I didn't go up the edges. I just worked in rows like the pattern says, and I just did exactly what the pattern said, and it ended up like this, which I'm quite well intrigued with really. So as you can see, I've done a little bit of work trying to get a straight edge. But if you have a go, and you can let me know if there are any other ways to do this design, I'd be delighted. If you were going to edge a blanket with this, what I thought was when you get your 2 pieces, we'll just use this as an example. Imagine this is the side of your blanket and this is the other side. You'd have a corner like that, and I've tried to think of ways to fill that corner. But then I thought, if you just came up like this, not like that, it would be like this. So you have this would be the edge of your blanket here. You can always do some of these little picot loops along here, and then it would all balance out, I think, okay. But maybe not, but that's just an idea. I'm thinking out loud here. Right, let's begin with the tutorial. Just before we start, I need to mention the multiples. So it's really any multiple of 8 plus 1 for your very last stitch, and then another one for the turning chain. So any multiple of 8 plus 2. Having said that, let's begin. Begin by working a total of 26 chains. Next, skip the very first chain and single crochet into the next chain. single crochet in each chain to the end. You should end up with a total of 25 single crochets, and this will form your setup row. So continue working down the length of chains, and I'll meet you in a few moments. So here is our setup row completed. For row 1, just turn your work and pop a single crochet in that very first stitch. Next, chain 7, then skip 3 and single crochet in the next stitch. This forms a 7 chain loop. Work another 7 chain loop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the next stitch work a single crochet. So continue with this sequence to the end of the row, and you should end up with a total of 6 7 chain loops. When you reach the final loop and you've worked your single crochet, chain 1 and double crochet in the single crochet at the end. This will just form the side for your work. So that's row 2 completed. For row 3, chain 3, 1, 2. The first 2 chains will count as a double crochet. Turn and chain 1. Next, in this little space here, jump over this space, work a half double crochet in this space, and then 3 double crochets, all into the same space. And then work a half double crochet. Next, chain 1, and then we're going to make a 3 chain picot. So 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet into that 3rd chain from your hook. Chain 1 and go straight ahead and work a half double crochet in this space here. I was about to do a double crochet there. So the little picot, the chain, the picot and the chain bridge this next space here. So now we're ready to work our 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, then a half double crochet, all into the same space, then chain 1 and work your 3 chain picot, 1, 2, 3, and once again single crochet into the 3rd chain from your hook, and then chain 1. Skip over the next space and work a half double crochet in the next space, 3 double crochets, and then a half double crochet. Next, chain 1, and in the second of these chains work a double crochet. So that completes row 3. So here we are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's row 1 completed. To start row 2, chain 3, the first 2 chain count as a double crochet. Turn and then chain 1. Next, do a single crochet in the 4th of the 7 chains. So if you think this is your first chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's the back of the chain, just find that little back bump and go in the loop below. So you go under 2 loops, work a single crochet. Next, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then put a single crochet in the 4th of these chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and once again chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This is how it's looking. And then find the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you really struggle, just turn your chain over. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then if we look here, you can see that's your single crochet, 1, 2, 3. So this is your 4th chain. Just work like so. And then you do this all the way to the end. For row 4, chain 2, turn and chain 1. Work a double crochet into the first half double crochet. Chain 3, then double crochet into this last half double crochet. Remember, when you've got the reverse of the stitch facing you, the top of the stitch is to the left of the post. Chain 3, and then work a double crochet into the next half double crochet, chain 3, and work a double crochet into the last half double crochet of the group. Chain 3, double crochet into the next half double crochet, chain 3, and double crochet into the last half double crochet of the group. Chain 1 and double crochet in that second chain. And that's row 4 completed. For row 5, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn, and then single crochet in the second double crochet along. Next, chain 10. And then in the 7th chain from your hook, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chain 3. And then single crochet in the next double crochet. What you'll see is it's made a little loop. Next, chain 6. And single crochet into the next double crochet. And then repeat your 10 chains with your loop and your 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know that is going to be the 7th chain from our hook. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can look here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know it's the 4th chain we made. It's just a different way of looking at it. And then single crochet and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet into the next double crochet. Chain 6. Single crochet in the next double crochet. And then our final 10 chains, pop the finger on the 4th chain, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and work a single crochet, 3 chains, and then a single crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2, and work a double crochet in the second of these chains here. And that completes row 5. So we have our little loops here, which we'll work our double crochets into in a few minutes. Those are a little bit cut, but it'll all be fine once we finish. For row 6, just turn your work and work 4 double crochets directly into this loop. and 4. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then work another 4 double crochets back into the loop. You might need to just nudge those round a little. Then chain 3, and now work another 4 double crochets into the loop, the same loop. Then into this next loop work a single crochet. And this is how it's looking. Now we're going to repeat and work the same into this next loop. I'll just restart that because the loop was a little elongated there. One, 2, I'll just unravel some more yarn. 3 and 4. Once again, you can just move those stitches round, and you can remove your hook now and find the 4th double crochet along, insert your hook into the top of the stitch, put the loop back on your hook and tighten it, then bring it through, yarn over and pull through. And chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and work another 4 double crochets back into the same loop. And then chain 3 once you've finished your 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and once again work another 4 double crochets into the same loop. So you always have 3 sets of 4 double crochets in each loop. And then skip over to the next loop and single crochet. And once again, go ahead and work 4 double crochets in this loop. So when you've done your 4 double crochets, remove your hook, find the top of the double crochet to the right, insert your hook back into that loop and pull through, yarn over, pull through, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then continue with your 4 double crochets, your chain 3 and 4 double crochets, and I'll meet you in a second. So we've finished the final little cluster, and instead of working a single crochet, we're actually just going to work a slip stitch. So find that second chain, 1, 2, insert your hook and just work a slip stitch. Right, so that completes row, I think it's row 5, is it? Or is it row no, it's row 6. Now, to get to row 7, we're going to do some little slip stitches up the side. Row 7, we first of all need to get our yarn up to the top of this 4 double crochet cluster. So insert your hook in that first double crochet and slip stitch, and slip stitch in each double crochet. Next, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then work a single crochet into that first double crochet cluster here. Chain 8, and then single crochet in the last double crochet. Then chain 4, skip over here until you get to the first double crochet and single crochet. So we've now made an 8 chain loop over this top cluster. We need to repeat, so chain 8 again, 2, 3, just get some more yarn again, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and skip over to the last double crochet of that little cluster there, or set of 4 double crochets. Once again, chain 4, skip over to the next double crochet, single crochet in there, and once again chain 8, and single crochet in the double crochet at the end of that little set of double crochets. Then chain 1 and double crochet into the top of the double crochet on the left, the top left double crochet. There we are. So we've got our 8 chain loops, which we're now going to work the little picot spikes into. For row 8, turn your work and pop a single crochet in the top of the double crochet. then chain 2, then into the third of the 8 chain we're going to work a single crochet. So 1, 2, it'll be just this one here, single crochet, next chain 7, and in the 5th chain from your hook, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, work a single crochet. Sorry about the focus today, my camera's playing up a little. And then work a total of 3 chains. And then you work a single crochet into the next chain along. And then you repeat exactly what you've done here again. So chain 7, work picot or single crochet I should say into the 5th chain from your hook and chain 3, and then single crochet into the next chain, and repeat. So chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, single crochet into the 5th chain from your hook and chain 3, and then single crochet into the next chain on the loop. And then we're going to chain 2 and single crochet into the next space over the 4 chains, then chain 2 and into the 3rd chain of the loop, the next loop, single crochet, and then you just repeat exactly what you've done here on this loop. So just rewind the video, repeat the same here, and I'll meet you when we do our 2 chains, single crochet 2 chains just here. So when you've done your 3 more picot loops, just chain 2, single crochet into the next space over the chains, chain 2, and then repeat your picots over this next loop, exactly the same, and I'll meet you at the end of this picot loop. So when you finish your final 8 chain loop with the little picots, chain 2, and to finish just slip stitch into the 2nd of these chains just here, trying to go under 2 loops. Sorry, I was going to sing it. It's a slip stitch. There we go. Then just yarn over, pull through, and snip your yarn, pull through. So there's your lovely little piece of lace completed. Just zoom out slightly. So just before I go today, if you've enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and popping the bell notifications on so you don't miss any future videos. In the meantime, take care.